Hey, global greetings, friends, and welcome to Let's Talk About It with Danelle Boyles, and I'm coming to you from the United States. I like to call these little opening conversations our 10-minute talks as we hit key points on important topics, but in a compacted conversational format that's easy to digest. A way to stimulate new learning desire and to expand the thinking in bite sized pieces. In our 10 minutes today, we are taking a few for some chat and expand time on the power of positive thinking and how to reframe your mindset. So come and join me and let's chat about it. Let's talk about it. Joining me is going to be Miles in our conversation today.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Miles, how are you?
I'm doing great. Just cruising.
Excellent.
How's your day treating you? Love to hear it.
Yeah,
What's the highlight so far?
pretty good today so far.
Glad to hear it.
Mhm.
Any big wins or just one of those days where everything actually goes right for once?
I wouldn't say it's all gone right, but it's been a lot of wins. It's been a very busy but productive day. And I was wondering if I could ask you to join me for about 10 minutes for a conversational podcast on the power of positive thinking and how to reframe your mindset.
I'm in. I'm always down for a little mindset magic. Where
Sweet.
do you want to start? Ready when you are.
Um,
Since we're diving into the power of positive thinking, do you want to kick things off with the actual science behind it, or should we just jump straight into the practical side of how to actually reframe a bad day?
let's touch a little bit on the science behind it as to why, um, you know, what drives the power of positive thinking.
Right on. It's basically all about how you train your brain to scan for the good stuff.
Hmm.
There's this thing called the reticular activating system, or RAS, which is
Hmm.
like a filter for your brain. If you tell yourself the day is a disaster, your RAS starts highlighting every single red light and spilled coffee as proof. But when you flip the switch to positive thinking, you're essentially giving your brain a new set of instructions to find the wins, even the small ones.
Mm.
It's not about ignoring the bad, just changing what you're prioritizing. Wonder if that sounds like a bit of a cheat code for the brain.
I have actually learned a lot of cheat codes for the brain today.
Haha, true.
Necessary
It's kind of
to trick ourselves sometimes into motivation and changing and doing things that we might not necessarily be motivated to do.
totally.
Yeah.
It's like that mental nudge you have to give yourself when the couch is way more appealing than the gym. Sometimes you just have to lie to yourself a little bit to actually get moving.
Little white lies.
Exactly.
So, in with the power of positive thinking, what what do you think is the main issue that keeps individuals from being able to keep a positive mindset?
I think it's the habit of negativity.
Hmm.
Most people are just wired to notice the one thing that went wrong rather than the 10 things that went right. It's like a survival instinct that's gone
Hmm.
a bit overboard. Do you think people are more afraid of being positive and getting disappointed or just stuck in a rut?
I think it's probably a combination of both. Individuals are used to disappointment, which is, in a sense, not necessarily a good thing. We do live in a challenging world, so individuals are more common to disappointment than they are to wins. However, I feel like that is the way the world has navigated, separate from individual like identity. That's kind of a weight of the world that impresses itself upon an individual. So it makes it difficult to find your way out when things feel heavy around you, even if it's not necessarily things that are directly involved or impacting you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes total sense. It's like this collective cloud of noise that just hangs over everyone.
Yeah,
You could be having a great day personally, but if the vibe of the world feels off, it's easy to let that seep in and
absolutely.
dampen your own energy. It's
Yes,
like you're trying to swim upstream against a current of general gloom.
very much so. So, so we know the power of positive thinking. So, I mean, if an individual has the ability to allow themselves to just go with the flow of a negative mindset and kind of be um, lackadaisical about the control of their own conscious habits, how do they reframe the mindset to become a naturally positive concept on its own?
I think it starts with a little bit of intentional friction.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just wish a negative habit away.
No.
You have to catch yourself in the act. Like the second you start that downward spiral,
Mm-hmm.
you just stop and ask, wait, is this actually true? Or is this just a story I'm telling myself right now?
Right.
It's
So,
about becoming a bit of a, right. So you start looking for the evidence instead of letting the feeling run the show, you challenge it.
yeah, as a
Like if you're thinking everything is, you just flip the script, you ask yourself, okay, what's one thing that's actually going right? It
right.
forces the brain to stop the spiral and start scanning for a win, even if it's just that the coffee tasted a bit better today.
Yeah,
It's about training that filter we talked about to work for you, not against you.
right. Good coffee
You
can
think
totally
most,
change someone's day, though.
oh, for sure. It's the little things that keep the wheels turning.
Yeah.
I was wondering, do you think the pressure to always be positive, like this toxic positivity thing, actually makes it harder for people to feel like they're making real progress?
Yes, it does. And
Totally.
yeah, as an individual, I mean, I talk about this all the time as a consciousness coach, and as an individual that assists other people with going through difficulties and changing their mindset. I'm utilizing things like neuro linguistics that reframe your way of thinking into being more positive. However, I mean, we have to keep in mind that, life is not about just positivity. We can't just walk around rainbows and sunshine all the time. That is a toxic concept in and of itself. But there is always the ability to reframe your mind in an experience, even if it is negative, to not be considered so difficult or heavy.
Exactly. It's more about finding the lesson or the leverage in the mess rather than pretending the mess doesn't exist. Like instead of saying everything is amazing while the house is on fire, you just say, well, at least I know how to use the fire extinguisher now.
Yeah,
It's a shift
exactly.
from to actual problem solving.
Yeah,
It turns the situation from something that's happening to you into something you're actually handling.
right. Yeah.
I'm curious, since you do this as a coach, what's the one most common trap you see people fall into when they're trying to reframe a negative experience?
I think it's just the habitual falling back on experience that this is just the way it is. It's a victim mentality mind trap. And, you will have individuals that you can help and you will have individuals that you can't help, because there are some individuals that, as negative as it sounds, they actually enjoy being in that type of energy. I don't know why anyone would want to sit in that kind of pool of energy all the time, but there are some individuals that thrive off of it. But um, you know, that's that's my outlook on it.
It's a strange kind of comfort, right? Like if
Right.
you just accept that everything is going to go sideways,
Hmm.
you never have to deal with the disappointment of hope. It's
Yeah.
a safety blanket made of thorns. I wonder if that's why some people hold on to it so tight, it feels safer than the effort of actually trying to change the narrative.
Yeah. No, I mean it's relatable and I understand that. I personally I talk a lot on my personal experiences in life that did revolve and evolve away from very difficult times. And so, whenever you do go through and experience a lot of negativity, it can be difficult to swim your way out of it and to find that new reframed mindset. But it's just something you just have to train yourself to do. You have to open yourself to the concept that there is so much good to tap into in the world out there.
It's a muscle, really.
Hmm.
The more you flex it, the more natural it feels.
Yeah.
It's like you're slowly rewriting the code of how you react to the world.
Human behavior.
I was thinking, since you've dealt with those deep waters yourself, do you think there's a specific moment or a click that usually happens for people when they finally decide the pain of staying the same is worse than the fear of changing?
Mm, when you finally figure out that not accessing or achieving what you want ever comes into fruition, because it's kind of like you stop yourself, especially if it's like in manifestation. You know, it's kind of like you stop it from happening because that's just the concept that you have always lived in.
Right. It's like a subconscious ceiling.
Yeah,
You're basically playing a game against yourself where you've already decided the outcome.
right.
If you've lived in that space for so long, your brain starts treating success or happiness as a foreign language it doesn't know how to speak.
Hmm.
It makes you wonder if you're actually sabotaging the good stuff just to keep things feeling familiar.
Well, I mean, it's hand in hand, whether it's financial or relationships. You know, if you're used to people always leaving, you're always going to just assume that they're going to leave and not be supportive of you. If you have always failed with being able to financially support yourself or to pull through those financial opportunities, you know, then the potential to fail is going to be more obvious to an individual.
It's like your brain is just trying to protect you from a blow it's already felt before.
Right.
It's that I'll reject them before they reject me energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Once that becomes the default setting, it's almost like you're subconsciously designing your life to match the version of yourself you're most comfortable with, even if that version is miserable.
Yeah.
I'm curious, in your coaching, how do you help someone actually break that cycle when the evidence of their past failures is so loud?
It can be very hard, and it can take a lot of coaching to navigate someone out of that kind of hole. Yeah.
Sounds like a real grind,
And there's some,
especially when they're
yeah, there's individuals that I've not been able to help, you know, and that's something that you have to come to terms with too, is that not everybody is going to be able to navigate out of that mindset.
yeah, that's the hard part. You can't want it more than they do.
Yeah. Hey, Miles,
It's like
I
trying to
need
push someone.
to cut us off, but my time is up. And so we're going to have to, you know, give our closing words to our conversation. So as we wrap this up, are there any last things that you would like to say or share to individuals who are navigating, you know, how to the power of positive thinking and how to reframe your mindset?
I just say that it's not about pretending everything is perfect. It's just
Mhm.
about deciding that you're not going to let a bad moment define your whole story. Start small, find one tiny win, challenge one negative thought, and just keep flexing that muscle. The more you do it, the easier it gets to see the light through the noise. It's a process, not a switch, and that's okay.
That's right. All right. Thank
It's
you
just
so
about
much.
taking that first. Anytime. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
You too, Miles. Take care.
You too. Catch you later.
Mhm. All right, guys, as always, thank you for joining us. I hope that you take away some wonderful growth and expansion from our conversation today. And remember to, you know, just recognize when you are having difficulty shifting out of that troubled mindset. It takes a lot of intention and practice to be able to completely adjust yourself from being more dominant towards the negative side than the brighter side. You know, it's an everyday task that requires recognition and understanding and comprehension of how you overcome it. But anyway,
Always a vibe.
yeah.
Peace out.
Thanks, Miles. But anyway, just keep learning and expanding those minds, hearts, and horizons. That's the most important part. See you next time.
Always.
Namaste.
Peace out. Peace out.